Fasting is not a diet, it is a lifestyle. If you're new here, my name's Jackie and I've been intermittent fasting since the summer of 2020 and I have zero plans to stop. That's because it is not a diet, it is a lifestyle. And I'm going to show you how you can make the same change and make it your lifestyle. Let's dive into some key tips that have made all the difference in this journey. Tip number 1, learn to fast first. If you're embarking on a journey of intermittent fasting, the first thing you want to master is how to fast and make it your daily choice. Instead of overwhelming yourself with a plethora of changes, a walking routine, a fitness routine, changing your diet, and learning to fast, focus on one thing. Allow yourself the ability and the time to learn to fast. When you master the art of fasting, you're going to learn your body's true hunger signals and you're going to be able to adapt to a customized to you eating schedule. When I first started fasting in summer of 2020, I only focused on fasting and nothing else. And this gave me a really great foundation and I'm very grateful for that. Tip number 2, expect the beginning to be hard. I've said this before, but one of my favorite analogies is if you're driving on a 5-hour road trip and you know there's going to be construction, it's not as frustrating when you encounter it. However, if you're on a 5-hour road trip and you expect clear roads and no delays, and then you suddenly hit road construction, it's about the most frustrating thing ever. Expect that adjusting to intermittent fasting, entirely changing your eating patterns is going to be difficult. There are going to be transitions that are maybe uncomfortable, but if you expect it and you know that that's what's coming, it won't throw you off course when you encounter them. Your body is adapting to a new routine, and there may be times with intense cravings when you wonder if you should break your fast to eat. And I'm going to promise you this, the more you fast, the easier it gets. It's not a constant hurdle. You just have to get past it. Trust me, it gets easier with time. During the initial transition period, I found it really helpful to distract myself and to keep my mind and body occupied during those early fasts. Engaging in activities that I enjoyed helped to divert my attention from food to something else. Walks, podcasts, audiobooks, getting chores done, doing things with my family, those are among the top of my list when I'm trying to get through a fast. This video is sponsored by Element, and when I mention that you need to expect the beginning to be hard, I'm going to give you a little tip on something that can make it less hard. Introducing Element Electrolytes. It's made up of 1,000 milligrams sodium, 200 milligrams potassium, and 60 milligrams magnesium. It is an electrolyte single-serve packet that I love to have on my fasting journey. When I was early in my fasting journey, anytime I did longer fasts, I really suffered from sore legs, and it was brought to my attention electrolytes could really help that. And guess what? They did. Element is now part of my daily fasting journey, and I love to have all of their delicious flavors in my eating window, or I have their raw natural while I'm fasting. Not only does Element help with my leg cramps, taste delicious, but here's the great thing. It's full of just the things that you need and no filler, no junk, no sugar. I love that I can easily take this with me no matter where I'm going, and it's an easy addition to my fasting journey. It makes some of the hurdles a little easier. Right now, Element's offering my listeners a free sample pack with any order. That's 8 single-serve packets free with any Element order. It's the perfect way to try all 8 flavors or to share with a salty friend. You can get yours by visiting drinkelement.com/fastingfoodie. That's drinklmnt.com/fastingfoodie. Thank you so much to Element for sponsoring this video. Now let's get to the next tip. Tip number 3, learn to be flexible. And I know intermittent fasting as a lifestyle sounds extremely rigid, but I promise you it's not. I have learned that it is probably the most flexible thing, especially if you compare it to a diet. Unlike strict diets, you have the ability to tailor your eating window to your food preferences and what you enjoy. So don't be afraid to experiment and see what works for you. Some days I extend my fast all the way to dinner, and some days I enjoy an appetizer or a snack before I have my dinner. I may have dessert, I may not. I'm able to shift my eating windows to what's going on in the day, what foods I want, and I also shift my lengths. I sometimes have an 18-hour fast, I sometimes have a 26-hour fast. I may have a 30-minute eating window, I may have a 4-hour eating window. What happens day to day is up to me, and I'm able to move it to what is necessary and what I want. Not only are you able to satisfy the things that you enjoy, but you're going to learn to listen to your body and honor what it needs. Advice number 4, allow yourself to enjoy your favorite foods. This is a crucial piece of advice in my opinion. Don't deprive yourself of your favorite foods in your eating window. Intermittent fasting is not about what you eat, it's about when you eat, and that gives you the freedom to enjoy your favorite foods. It's not about restriction. Yes, moderation can play a part of that, but you're able to have foods that you enjoy because there's nothing worse than waiting all day to eat and not enjoying your eating window. However, if you fast most of the day and you have a satiating, delicious, custom to you eating window that you get to enjoy, what's more motivating than to fast the next day to be able to repeat that? Unlike with diets, I had diety foods. That's hard to look forward to. With intermittent fasting, I can fast, enjoy the food, and repeat the process daily. Yes, I still have a slice of cake or a bowl of pasta. I've tried to learn a new motto: eat what I want, add what I need. So I have the foods that I want, my mind is craving, that are my favorites, and I add things that complement it that I know my body needs, that are full of vitamins, nutrients, fiber, all the good things. Tip number 5, focus on more than just weight loss. Yes, I came to intermittent fasting in summer of 2020 because I wanted to lose weight. That was my only objective. However, I have found so much more than that. I feel better. I feel more confident. I have more energy. I sleep better. There are so many benefits that I've had to intermittent fasting that are not weight-based, and I encourage you, don't focus on just the weight loss. Are you able to lose the diet brain? Are you able to clear your mind because you're not constantly thinking of food all day long and the next time you're going to eat and having regret over what you did eat, or measuring, weighing, meal prepping? There are so many things that you get to get rid of by focusing on just a small eating window that I honestly think there are so many benefits besides the weight loss. From improved mental clarity to energy, there are so many benefits, and I hope that you focus on more than just a scales number. When you focus on these additional benefits, you're going to have even more motivation. Not only is weight loss a potential benefit, but all the other things that you learn along the way are going to push you to keep making this your lifestyle, and you're going to feel so good in the end. Tip number 6, learn about the science of fasting. Now, I am the first to tell you, I am not a scientist. I have a bachelor's degree and a master's degree, and I took one science class in all that time. However, I am a fasting enthusiast. I have made this my lifestyle, and honestly, there are days where I could talk about fasting all day, any day, if I had the audience. Hello, that's why I have a YouTube channel. But part of that on my personal journey was reading so many books. I've read Fast, Feast, Repeat. I've read Delay, Don't Deny. I've read The Fast Diet. I've read The Life in the Fasting Lane or something like that. I've read so many fasting books. And the more that I learn about it, the more I feel very confident in my decision. Not only do I feel like I have my experiences to go off of, but I've read enough science and experts, their research, to know that I am doing what's good for me. Can I regurgitate it to you? Can I be a scientific authority on fasting? Absolutely not. That's not my qualification nor my strength. However, when I read and I understand the science of fasting, I'm more bold in my belief. I am encouraged and I feel like I am doing the right thing for my body. One example is I've learned about autophagy and cell renewal. I know that when I'm in a longer fast and my body reaches a state of autophagy, I am recycling the bad or dead cells in my body. Again, not a scientist, not going to be the perfect person to explain it, but I have an understanding of it, and it encourages me as I do longer fasts. And I think, hey, this is the perfect thing for me to do. Understanding the physiological process of fasting and the changes in your body is a really great build on that strong foundation. When you arm yourself with the knowledge of fasting, you're going to be even more powerful as you face potential obstacles or maybe even a naysayer in your life. Tip number 7, persistence pays off. You need to remember that consistency is key. If you stay committed and keep pushing forward day after day after day, you're going to reach a point where intermittent fasting becomes second nature. And the beauty of it all, once you master intermittent fasting and you build that fasting muscle, you'll never have to start from day one again. You will have developed a sustainable and joyful lifestyle that you can maintain for the rest of your life. Intermittent fasting is not a diet, it is a lifestyle. I have found joyful fasting, joyful life, and I hope you discover the same thing. Thank you so much for watching. Ciao, Donna, ciao.